I really miss touring terribly. It's what I do, it's what I've always done. It's a huge part of my life. So, and we've done a lot of corporate shows, virtual shows online, that sort of thing, but playing to a camera, it's not an audience, it's not a mosh pit, you know.
No. Bet you can't wait to play all these tracks in front of 30,000 people.
Oh
again.
my gosh, so looking forward to playing live, particularly this album. This album's built to play live. There's no substitute for real people down in the mosh pit, like right there, packed in. And
what's it feel like? What are you hearing? What are you seeing when you're on stage and there's 20,000 people in front of you?
Gosh, just a sense of oneness with everything. I mean, really, genuinely, that's the ultimate centre of it all, is when everything, the whole room, me, the band, the audience, everything just becomes one. And there's no us and them, it's just the moment. We're in the moment, there's no time. I've never surfed, I always wish I could surf, but I always imagine that probably surfing, when you're in that tube, right in that moment, that's the moment that's what I'm always waiting for in a concert, is that moment.
Euphoric.
Yeah, just one. You're timeless. I walk out on stage, it doesn't matter if it's like an arena full of people, they're wearing your T-shirt, whatever it is. In the back of my mind, you're like, Jesus, got to get out there and get these people. Got to get out there and bloody get them.
But it's made you the performer you are, quite clearly. That is the thing. There's no complacency. There's no resting.
No
on your
complacency.
laurels.
No.
Because every night is opening night.
Every night's opening night. And plus these people have worked their ass off to buy a ticket, travelled, gone through all sorts of hoops, logistics, just to come to the show. And this is the big moment for every one of those people. It's the big, it might be the one concert of the year that they've come, you don't know, you know. But this is everything to them. They've looked forward to this. Boom, you're on stage. They're like, oh my God, it's fantastic. Here we are. I hope he sings that song. I hope he sings that song. And, you know, that never leaves me either.
And how do you pick that person in the audience that you drag out, you ring the fiancé or you do whatever on their mobile phone, and then you give them a guitar? Are you looking, as you're performing, well, that lady looks nice, or that bloke looks like he needs a tip.
I always say to myself, geez, start looking a bit sooner, you know? But I'll forget, and then you're like, oh, God, okay, well, it's be in the moment. And the amount of times it works out is crazy. It doesn't always work, you know, sometimes you get someone that comes up on stage and they kind of freeze and they don't really want to say anything. But more often than not, it's great, you know, to just sort of spontaneously call someone on stage and see what happens. Strangest thing that ever happened to me, ever, was I was doing a show and somebody in the audience yelled out, will you sign my leg? And this is probably, I don't know, 15 years ago. I was like, what? And this lady was like, will you sign my leg? And I was like, oh, fantastic, this would be a great moment. Yeah, come on up here, I'll sign your leg. And then I couldn't see her, she just kind of disappeared. And then she popped back up again, and then she lobbed this prosthetic leg onto the stage. Landed with a thud right in front of me. I was like, oh my God. No, I pick up this leg and I sign it. And I was like, did not expect this. And then I'm like, how do you pass back a prosthetic leg? Do you sort of like, do you lob it? Do you have her hop up on stage? Does it crowd surf, you know? And so I gave it to the people in the front row and they passed it back to her and she hooked it on, threw a fist in the air, and I was like, rock and roll.
Hello, I'm Sarah Abo. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.